I've always been really intrigued by tiny mobile homes and how people make the most out of such a tiny space, and I figured that maybe I can challenge myself to make a really cute but still functional tiny mobile home in The Sims. The obvious issue though is that we don't have mobile houses per se in The Sims, so I think I'm gonna have to improvise a little bit. But first, let's choose a world where we're gonna build the house. I'm thinking basically anywhere that has the smallest 20 by 15 lot. I feel like this lot in Copperdale is going to be perfect. It has a really nice location where I feel like it makes sense for a mobile home to stay at. And also I like the fact that the lot itself is horizontal to the entrance of the lot. So we have the longer side facing this way. I don't know how long the mobile home should be, but I definitely think that it needs to be either 3 or 4 tiles wide. Maybe let's go for the 4 tiles. I feel like I will be able to put a bed in here, a small kitchen, and a bathroom. Speaking of tiny houses, I'm actually going to add the tiny home residential trait. That way, if you want to play here, you're gonna be able to get all of the bonuses that come with tiny living. I don't know where I wanted the entrance to the house to be, because from all of the inspiration pictures I've seen, a lot of people have the entrance be on this side, but because it's The Sims and it's not actually a real mobile home, I think it would be cuter if we had it on the side. Oh, this is perfect. I like that because that way it's kind of floating. I do want to see if I'm capable of making something like that looks more like a pallet that someone put over here right next to the entrance. I could try to use these windows. They don't look bad. I've also noticed that a lot of mobile houses have a nice loft space, but I really don't think we're gonna be able to do that in The Sims, unfortunately. Ideally, we would have a loft space for the bed itself, and then underneath we would have more storage space. The problem is that if I add columns now, it's not going to be a mobile home where it actually moves, because I don't think that anyone would have this type of entrance for a mobile home. But on the other hand, I like the way it looks. If we look at this from the perspective of The Sims, anything is possible in here. So maybe I shouldn't care about it too much and just do whatever I feel like looks cute. I want this house to just feel very DIY-ish. Like you can tell that someone put a lot of work into building this house. On the inside, we're going to have the bedroom area over here. I don't know if I can make the wall be placed like this, unless the doors should be on the left, so that here would be a bathroom. This is actually even too big for a bathroom. I could make something more than just this bathroom here, I think. You know what? I should probably move in a sim here so that we're gonna be able to test if all of the objects inside of this tiny mobile home are actually functional. I want to place a double bed in here. I'm going to put just some temporary furniture though here, like I don't know, this bed for now. And I just want to see how much wall space could I fit in here. Maybe if I place the bed this way. The Sims need to have this spot open, right? So that means that I can't really put a wall in here. If I made the home just 1 tile bigger, I just want to see. Just like a tiny wall here, even a little bit would be better than nothing. And the reason why I want a double bed is because I assume that maybe some of you are going to play in this house, and you know, it's better to have a double bed if you need some woohoo activities be done. I don't like the way it looks, but it saves so much more space. And over here now, wait, can I place a wall like this? I can. Or maybe just one wall? Because now we have a lot of space here. I can probably still fit some sort of small dining room. I'm thinking just 1 table and 2 chairs. And in this space, we could fit maybe a desk desk, like one tile desk. We could try to squeeze a dresser somewhere. Okay, I think this is a good size for this space. Now I just need to make it look pretty. Maybe I'm gonna go for this very light blue color because it just looks the best. Maybe it's just the lighting on this lot. Yeah, definitely. Blame the lighting on this lot and not my indecisiveness. I don't think I'm going to add any fence or anything over here. I just want it to look like a kind of abandoned piece of land where someone just decided to park their mobile home and settle in for a little bit. I imagine just some sort of adventurer who lives here and they couldn't resist parking somewhere next to this beautiful river or lake. I want to try to blend in the landscaping with what we have around here. White daisies, which are very similar to the ones we have in the base game. We also have these flowers, the orange ones. I may just change the colors of everything a little bit. I want to connect this path that is going from here, but I don't think we have any really terrain that is similar to that. This is way too bright, but it is kind of what I would go for. We just need to add some like highlights and also shadows to this. Okay, it doesn't look exactly the same way, but it's starting to blend in a tiny bit. I think I need to add also a little bit of greenery on top. We unfortunately do have to put a mailbox in here because it's The Sims, so we can try to squeeze it in here. Maybe on the side we could have a little campfire. I would just do that terrain over here again. Kind of also symbolize that our mobile home went through this way. And again, add a bit more shadows to that. Why does it look a bit different from here? I feel like this is way more of a pinkish tone and this is a green tone. Okay, I'm not going to question it. We could either go for this barrel type of barbecue or just a campfire. And I feel like maybe a campfire would be better after all. I just in general really like my Sims sitting in front of a campfire. Now I also need an outdoorsy trash can, so we're just gonna put it here. And now it's just basically time to decorate and make this space feel a little bit lived in. Like, I wouldn't mind adding some planter boxes in here. I would assume that this person would have so much of different fruit and veggies in here. So what did we get? We get parsley and basil. Can I plant it in here? I think I would love to add some rocking chair in here. Isn't that a perfect spot to place that? And just imagine sitting here, observing your own hard work, essentially. Because as I said, I really imagine that someone made this house from scratch and it's kind of like their baby. They love it. And they're now traveling the Sims world with it. Ooh, can I make these lights work? I haven't used them in so long, but this seems to be like such a nice house to put those in. I think ideally I would love them hanging from this bit here. If I copy this and try to place it... Oh, it does stay like this. Perfect. Now I just need to put back in my fence and also the stairs. Look at that. That is so cute. I need to add more of these cute little lights and just in general some decorations in here. That is going to add so much personality to this spot. Here would live probably a pretty young person, to be honest. Someone maybe in their like mid-20s, like right after college or something. They've already have a little bit of money saved up and now they're just trying to experience as much of life as possible. This would be a fun welcome mat. Maybe I could add these string lights on the sides too. That looks good. Oh, we caught a bird right in the middle flying. Hello. The wings are a little see-through. Do you see that? You can still see the log in here. Did you know that the birds in the Sims floor are a little see-through? I didn't. I guess you learn something new every day. I assume they love spending a lot of time outside, so it also makes sense for me that the outside of the house would be more decorated than the inside. We could also give them a bike. I would imagine that this is their most used way of transportation. Their tire broke over here and they were like, might as well use it for some decoration. I think that the outside is already finished. I don't really know what else I could add in here. So now I need to take care of this mess. Let's start with putting in the doors and trying to make a functional bathroom. I want the floors to look like it's something that could be handmade, and I think this kind of does the trick. And as for walls, I suppose they could be just painted one color. I do think that we need a tile in the bathroom. I use this floor tile so much, but I can't help it. It's just such a nice and classic one. Okay, but most importantly, we need to put the shower here. Good thing is that your Sims can walk through this shower, which is the reason how and why we're gonna be able to make a 2-tile bathroom. And I think we need a sink made out of the counters, because I assume that we're trying to maximize this space as much as we can. But on the other hand, if the shower is open and it rains the water on the counter, wouldn't it get ruined in the process? It may. So maybe I need to put this type of sink in here. Man, imagine a toilet paper right in front of the shower. It would constantly get wet. But it's the Sims. Going to add a nice towel here. This could be the laundry basket that the person that lives here uses. Okay, now I need to bring my Sim in here and see if everything is functional. Can you take a shower? You can. Can you use the bathroom? Yep. And also we just need to see if you can use the sink. Perfect. Out you go. I don't like the fact that we have a double window in the kitchen. If I made it like that, it does look symmetrical from the outside, and maybe it's going to work a little bit better on the inside. I realize that now this window is here, so maybe we can switch some things around and put the fridge here. Oh, maybe that's even a better layout for this space. The stove itself could be here, and the sink will be in this spot. Your Sims can use the countertop to cook as long as there's nothing on top of it, so I'm not gonna clutter it and we should be fine. I will add maybe 1 or 2 cabinet spaces though. Since we can't put anything on the counters, I think I need to work a little bit with some decorations on the walls, like maybe a shelf system. I'm going to add some kitchen utensils and some other random stuff in here. I wanted to do something like that, so the bottom shelf would be more kitchen related stuff, and then at the top it would be some other things that the Sim may have, like some books, a photograph. Moving on to the bedroom area, maybe this one could work because it does have some storage system underneath, and the door frame, not the door frame, the bed frame can be scooted a little bit into the wall. I do want to add some curtains, but it's kind of difficult to make curtains work on these windows and in this space in total. Maybe I could add blinds over here, and then in other spots we will add just curtains. And now just a nice small dining table. I will say that in my opinion we're missing just a very simple 1-tile table. For example, this thing, but I wish the top wasn't glass. I wish the top looked more like this. We need basically this dining table in this size, and all of my problems would be solved. I'm worried that if I put anything on this table, the Sims will not be able to use it anymore. So maybe I shouldn't. I'm just gonna place decorations around it. Now that I look at it, I could add a proper dresser space in here, and then this could be the desk area. This 1-tile desk. This kind of looks like it's meant to be placed together. And also we have some drawers over here, which would be nice probably. I'll put a PC. And now you guessed it, we need to add even more decorations to just maximize the usage of this space. Definitely some boxes. We could add this mirror here, even though it is blocked by the chair, but realistically speaking, this would probably be a good idea to place it because you can always move the chair in real life to check your outfit out. Now a dresser in here. This could also double as a nightstand. So let me put a lamp in here and probably even more shelf system in here. I'm going to squeeze the shoes in here because I feel like this is the only space where you would put them. There's nowhere else. And I feel like it kind of fills in the space here. Now that I think about it, you probably would have also some clothes over there because I assume that one dresser is not enough for everything. Or maybe some towels. I really want this space to feel homey. You know what? We actually could squeeze this thing even in here. And now the shoes could be like this. I feel like this corner would get very messy very fast. Maybe they have some spare plates when they have guests over in here. And honestly, probably just even more boxes. Yeah, I will add also some nice cozy rug. I kind of like the way the pink brings all of the colors here together. But we can also add the same lights that we had back on the outside, just in a different shade. That looks really adorable. Actually, maybe I could change the color of these ones too. Maybe that's better. And I believe we finished everything. So let me just quickly see how much the lot costs. It's 23,000, so it's definitely not a starter house. As always, you can find this on the gallery under the name Tiny Mobile Home, and my username is katodeling. You can always find the username in the description just in case if you forget. I'm loving this house so much that I'm now considering one of my Sims to move in. Considering that this is a mobile home, technically you could place it in any of the worlds that you want, and maybe you would have a sim that travels from one place to another and spends like a week in each town. That's a cool storyline idea.